Ground Fault Protection Program. The purpose of this program is to assure that Plaas Incorporated employees are provided with proper ground fault protection according to OSHA 29 CFR 1926.404. Number 1, ground fault circuit interpreters. A. Plaas Incorporated will use ground fault circuit interpreters, CFCI, on all 120-volt single-phase 15 and 20 amp receptacle outlets, which are not part of the permanent wiring of the building, structure, or plant, and which are in use by employees. B. The ground fault circuit interpreter, GFCI, is fast-acting circuit breaker, which senses small imbalance in the circuit caused by leakage to ground, and in a fraction of a second shuts off the electricity. The CFCI continually matches the amount of current going to an electrical device against the amount of current returning from the device along the electrical path. Whenever the amount going differs from the amount returning by approximately 5 milliamps, the CFCI interrupts the electric power within as little as 1/40th of a second. Ground fault circuit interpreter. GFCI monitors the difference in current flowing into the hot and out grounded neutral conductors. The difference, 1/2 ampere in this case, will flow back through any available path, such as the equipment grounding conductor and through a person holding the tool if the person is in contact with a grounded object. C. Receptacles on the ends of extension cords are not part of the permanent wiring and therefore must be protected by GFCIs whether or not the extension cord is plugged into a permanent wiring. This protection is required in addition to and not as a substitute for the grounding requirements of OSHA Safety and Health Rules and Regulations 29 CFR 1926. D. Tripping of GFCIs, interruption of current flow, is sometimes caused by wet connectors and tools. It is a good practice to limit exposure of connectors and tools to excessive moisture by using watertight or sealable connectors. Providing more CFCIs or shorter circuits can help prevent tripping caused by the cumulative leakage from several tools or by leaks from extremely long circuits. E. Receptacles on 2-wire single-phase portable or vehicle-mounted generators rated not more than 5 kW, where the circuit conductors of the generator are insulated from the generator frame and all of the grounded surfaces, need not be protected with ground fault circuit interpreters. Number 2, types of ground fault circuit interpreters. Either panel-mounted circuit interpreters, breakers, or plug-in portable feed-through devices shall be used for required protection. As an alternate to or in addition to using CFCI protection on all 120-volt 60 Hz 15 and 20 amp electrical outlets, which are not part of the building's permanent wiring, we have decided to institute an Assured Equipment Grounding Conductor program. The program with following requirements. Safety Director has been appointed by Plaas Incorporated competent persons to supervise this program. Other competent persons may be added from time to time. Install the ground check near a storage area, i.e. tool cribs, gang boxes, shop walls, and anywhere convenient for all employees to make daily tests. This written description of the program, including the specific procedures adopted by the company, shall be made available at all times for inspection. Employees shall be instructed to visually inspect each cord set, plug, and receptacle of the cord sets and all equipment connected by cord and plug before each day's use for external defects such as deformed or missing pins or insulation damage and for indication of internal damage. When there is evidence of damage, the damaged item shall be taken out of service, tagged for testing by wrapping the quarterly color tape around the male prongs. The item shall not be returned to service until repaired and tested. After proper repairs have been made, the item shall display a ring of the correct quarterly tape attached around the cord near the male end. Number 3, test performed. All equipment grounding conductors shall be tested for continuity and shall be electrically continuous. B. Each receptacle and plug shall be tested for correct attachment of the equipment grounding conductor. The equipment grounding conductor shall be connected to its proper terminal. 4. Testing schedule. All required tests shall be performed. A. Before the first use. B. Before equipment is returned to service following any repairs. And C. Before equipment is used after any incident which can be reasonably suspected to have caused damage, for example, when a cord set has been run over. D. At regular intervals not to exceed 3 months, except that the cord sets and receptacles which are fixed and not exposed to damage shall be tested at intervals not exceeding 6 months. Number 5, test records. G. Tests performed as required in this paragraph shall be recorded. This test shall identify each receptacle, cord set, and cord-connected equipment that passed the test and shall indicate the last date it was tested or the internal for which it was tested. This record shall be kept by means of logs, color coding, or other effective means and shall be maintained until replaced by a more current system. This record shall be made available on the worksite for inspection by the Assistant Secretary and any affected employee. Be sure that the last quarter's color tape or number is removed before the new quarter's coating is applied. Number 7, the employer shall not make available or permit the use of employees by any equipment which has not met the requirements of paragraph B1 OSHA requirements. Extension cords and tool test procedures. Number 1, attach ground check box to wall or toolbox in convenient place near where tools are stored. Number 2, visually check extension cord for damage. A, if cord is visibly damaged, wrap the male prongs with appropriate color tape and take out of service until damage is corrected. B, if cord passes visual test, go to step number 3. Number 3, plug male cord into ground check unit outlet, then plug female cord onto test prong and touch a metal part of the tool to the test prong. The green light will come on if the cord is grounded correctly. Both item 2A and 2B tests performed are to be completed in one operation. A, if cord or tool tests okay, put proper colored tape on male end of cord. B, if cord or tools do not pass test, put appropriate color tape on cord's male prongs and remove from service until repaired. C, retest before returning any item to be used in the field. Note, when cords or tools check bad, please insert an ink pen into the battery test hole on the right side of the unit to assure that the unit is working properly.